In this video, I'm going to help you navigate the market of desk booking software. I'm going to help you try and find the best solution for your business. We're going to look specifically at companies like Archie, Officely, Envoy, and Kadence, main use cases, main features to look for, and as well as a pricing comparison. Now, 28% of the workforce is already working on their hybrid models. And the number is even higher when you only look at high growth tech companies. So the need for desk booking software has never been higher. And as a result, there's also tons of different solutions on the market, which might make it difficult to understand which one is the best one for you. When you look at the use cases, there are really two main use cases. The first one is the one of the hybrid workplace. You have employees coming to the office only a few days a week, as well as maybe remote employees coming in a few times a year, and you need them to reserve a desk. You have more employees and contractors than you have desks, so you need software to manage those processes. The other use case, which is a little less common, is when you need external people to come in. So that would happen in co-working models, or if an office has an innovation lab that is open to non-employees, then that's also a scenario where you need them to be able to reserve a desk. When it comes to the main features to look at, there are some basic things like, well, obviously the possibility to reserve a desk or a shared desk or a phone booth, whatever place people are working from. But there are also a lot of other things like recurring bookings for employees that have a regular schedule. They're in 1 day a week. They always want to reserve the same desk. Or, for example, employees lookup. So the possibility to see who is working what day and at what desk, so you can align with them, work with them on the same day they're on site, and also reserve a desk near those colleagues. Floor plans, those are helpful pretty much for this purpose, to understand like visually where you would be sitting. And they're also useful from an admin perspective to understand how you set up your flexible office. Analytics, that's pretty clear. You need to be able to understand how your office is used and which desks or areas might be underutilized, or where there is too high demand and you're not able to offer enough physical resources to your employees. Integrations, so you might want to integrate your desk booking system with other software. For example, access control could be one. So when you reserve a desk, you also are able to access those parts of the buildings where you need to go. Desk check-ins is another feature. So if you want even more granular tracking on who's working where and be sure that people are indeed on the desk that they booked, then you can also enable that feature. So as you can see, a lot of it's about the user experience, but there are also a lot of admin side features that are very important. So the software needs to be extremely smooth from the employee perspective, because reserving a desk is actually creating friction. It's annoying, so it needs to be as easy as possible to do that. But on the admin side, you also need to be able to have granular control over your overall office setup. So those are two very important things to look at. In this video, I chose to look at 4 leading solutions. There are many more on the market. It would be impossible to cover all of them in this video, but let's get started. Let's start with Archie. Archie is a powerful software that enables you to run a hybrid workplace. And along with other features and modules, there is desk booking. So with Archie, you can look up employees, access a visual version of your office and reserve a desk that way. You can set up check-ins upon arrival through a QR code. Admins can analyze office usage, and there are a lot of other features that are a little bit more advanced. So you can create neighborhoods and highlighted zones, for instance, for specific teams. So you know, okay, I work in finance. This is where the finance neighborhood is placed. You have recurring bookings for employees or contractors that are coming on a somewhat regular basis. Seat assignment. So instead of the employee choosing when and where to reserve a desk. You can also assign those. So one of the really nice functionalities is to be able to understand office usage trend, abandoned desk, and basically insights on your space utilization. So it's a software that makes it very easy for users to reserve a desk and offers quite powerful insights for admins when it comes to how their office is used and overall how their hybrid workplace setup is working. Officely is another great solution that allows your employees to live in Slack and basically reserve and manage bookings directly through Slack. So you can book a place to work from, you can see who else is going to the office on that day, and it gives you a pretty good level of visibility. And instead of asking your employees to use a separate app, they can just have a Slack channel where they just go on Officely, reserve a desk, and that's done. This is pretty good. Obviously, it only works for companies running communication over Slack. It has some limits. So on one hand, obviously, being everything there is a little less granularity into what you can do. So for instance, you can now have a visual floor plan of your office directly in the Slack chat. So the way you know who is working from is a little bit more basic. So it's fantastic user experience, but at the sacrifice of some more advanced features. And also, obviously, it would not work for companies outside of your organizations because it's set up for anyone that is in your Slack channel. So if you want to apply desk booking to contractors or, I don't know, investors, anyone that might be coming to the office that is not like a regular employee and part of your Slack channel, then obviously this would not work. I still think it's pretty great to have this level of focus on the user experience. However, keep in mind that through integrations, it's possible that other solutions also integrate with Slack or Microsoft Teams. So it's not exactly an exclusive feature of Officely. However, this is basically the foundation of the platform. Another great solution is Envoy. You probably know this one. It's one of the leading software when it comes to the enterprise segment. It also comes with a pretty steep price tag, and it's packed with great features. So you can assign permanent desk, you can have specific desk amenities, analytics, insights, you have maps, you have neighborhoods. So it offers a lot of the features that I mentioned earlier. It does provide a high degree of customization for very large organizations, let's say above 10,000 employees. However, as I said, their per user pricing can be pretty steep. Kadence is another great software. They offer a lot of features. It looks like a really great product. They recently introduced the possibility to reserve desks through AI prompts. So basically you just tell the chatbot, hey, I need to reserve 3 desks for this specific day in this specific part of the office, and that happens. Now, in my opinion, when companies lately are trying to integrate AI mainly for the sake of integrating AI, with most software I've been using lately, it looks like using prompts instead of native UI features like pressing a button is not really helping with user experience. This might be the exceptions. I haven't tested it. Would be a great differentiator if it works really well, or one of those features you're not really going to use if it doesn't. Now, when it comes to pricing, there are basically 2 main models out there. One is price per user, and the other one is price per resource, so price per desk, pretty much. Now, the difference can be pretty huge. To give you an example, if you have 100 desks and 300 employees, an Archie license with all features included and all integrations included would be $324 a month. Whereas with Envoy, it would be between $1,500 and $2,100 a month. And this is somewhat a parity of features. Of course, there are small differences between different software, but this pricing comparison is based on a complete feature set. So definitely my advice is not to look at the starting price, but really to look at, hey, these are the features and integrations that I need. They require me to have this specific plan and compare pricing that way. Now, this is a crucial component of your switch to a hybrid setup, or if you're already running a hybrid workplace and simply are looking to improve processes. Still, it's very important that it works for your organizations, because if your employees aren't happy with the software, there is friction, the whole thing is not going to work. And if from the admin side, you're lacking critical features or integrations, again, the same. Even if the experience is okay for the employees, you don't have that level of control that you would want for something as critical as enabling your workforce to work from your office. So as simple as that may sound, this is a crucial component of your tech stack. So you should really understand the use case, understand which integrations you absolutely need, what flow you want to put in place, even before you choose which software to go for. Understand if you want employees to actually check in at their desk, or simply being able to book it in advance with one tap on their smartphone and then show up. And from there, yes, pricing is a big component. Looking at specific features is a big component, and you can make an informed choice that way. I'm really hoping you found this video helpful. We're creating more content to help you run smarter offices, smarter workplaces. So stay tuned for more.